I
It's
hope
gotta like
everybody
fail
was
fail
ready.
though.
I'm ready.
Are you ready, Matt?
Well, I hope so because we are live. Welcome back, everyone, to D&D 5th edition, our campaign in Hoc Signo Ensues, session number 4868. 48? I don't remember anymore. 8 something.
Gotta be 40.
It's 48.
Gotta be.
Guaranteed it's 48. I say as a check because I'm not sure. Anyways, it's been a while since last we played. We had a bunch of stuff going on with everybody, so especially me, and I'm the most important one, so that's all the thing that matters. And we are back. And 48 is correct. Last time, the group locked in combat with the Grand Mage. And wow, my brain is not ready apparently because I forgot his name.
Landon O'Fandra.
Thank you, Ofandris. Glendon Ofandris, along with the core guard, whatever. Together, him and his 5 or 6 guard fought the group, 7, 8, whatever, and the group prevailed, destroying all of the guards in various manners and knocking offenders out and keeping him alive to question and whatnot. After dispatching the mages, the group headed out of the building, out of the core room, and took care of Ohydra, the I see that's where I saw it. Anyways, the elemental prince of water. After dispatching them, everyone, the group. Actually, that's nowhere that's where we left off, and now the group will continue with today's session. Let me get some music. I just realized how quiet it was.
A Hydra.
Oh, Hydra. So now I will turn it off to you guys. You guys are in the aftermath. The camps nearby burn as the fire elemental was running amok as well. And while parts are burning, others are flooded. Everything seems to be destroyed. The Templars and the core are running around trying to figure things out. You sit upon the battlefield, victorious, with the war more or less, as it would seem, over, but it is yet to be seen if it does not take a slight turn. What are you guys doing?
Fox, what? Uh, can we? Are there like mages? Is there still a battle going on between mages and Templars, or?
Well, there was no fight between us explicitly at this moment. So no.
All right. Um, do we have any way to tend to the wounded?
Some. I mean, we have some clerics under our purview and healers and the like. We could have them join us.
Please do. Send them around. We have other business to attend to. We have to find Octavia.
Where's Octavia?
And a Luna. Squawk!
Correct.
Squawk! I'm a bird.
Octavia is more important because Octavia is the one gonna get herself in trouble. Let's see. So how is the city right now? Like, is there an easy place to climb up onto the city proper from where we are, or is it going to be up through the core easier?
The
Time
city,
to take the elevator.
The city proper is upwards of 500 feet above you. The way the island works is it does come down in kind of a triangle. With instead of it coming to a point, it kind of comes down to a rounded um, bottom where the core is placed, and it is perfectly balanced on that point apparently because it just is floating there like a top. Well, not floating, but landed on it like a top. The fastest way would be through the core room onto the elevator and back up.
All right, I will start headed that direction.
Remember, it's a pretty big city. It took us, like, hours to cross it.
Do you have a better plan?
No, I'm just letting you know.
I point at Kylan.
Thank you, Far Traveler. That's the better plan. I'm so glad you could be helpful.
Is that a diss?
I just run towards Kylan then.
I
I'm
drop.
pretty sure that was genuine.
I am no
it was
longer
a-
a phoenix,
Yeah.
and then I step out of my wild shape.
Come on, you're gonna be useful. We gotta fly and find what's her face? Octavia.
I cast Conjure Animals for 4 giant eagles.
Brilliant.
Okay. Who's all going up?
Perhaps we should ask if there's a way to disable that anti-magic field before attempting that.
Is the anti-magic field around the island or in that point in space, Fox?
Oh, the field would be around the island a little ways up.
Is there any way for us to get past it?
The elevator.
Is there any faster way?
Can you teleport us there?
It would take some time, but I can.
How much time?
Well, let's see. Do.
If it's teleportation circle, the casting time is 1 minute.
Well, first thing we'd have to do is get me the spell teleportation circle, and then I could cast it.
Okay, so you don't have it then. Okay, got it.
No, I don't.
All
How
right.
big is the elevator?
Elevator it is.
Elevator it is.
How big is the
Nice.
elevator?
How big is the elevator?
We all wrote it down.
It fit all of us inside it.
But how many
Um,
giant eagles could it fit?
Yeah, that's a valid question.
That's the elevator. It's not.
Is it just a
inside.
shaft?
It's a platform that raises up and down with no shaft or anything. It's just
No
a
shaft.
platform.
Okay, there's a platform, and as it goes up, what's above it? Is it just a hole that goes
yeah.
all the way up?
At
Then
the
we
moment,
can
it
fly the
seems
eagle up.
closed.
Oh, we can fly up the not a shaft.
Yeah.
That works.
How long did it take
You
for
might
us
have
to
to
get
listen to
down the
music.
elevator?
A little bit, but not too long.
Okay,
But
No,
we're
it's
gonna
just
want to fly
fly.
when
Let's
we're
do
up
it.
there anyway.
let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna take the giant eagles up the elevator shaft.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Are you taking Fox?
Does he want to come?
I probably should.
All
Go
right,
ahead.
very well.
He slowly walks over to an eagle. Now, get low. I am very brittle and old. And begins to slowly.
You sprinted toward the Ohydra just recently.
No, I walked quickly. I don't do much else. And besides, I sprinted towards the Ohio recently. I'm tired.
Kylan
I'm gonna
is
help
going
him.
to ask Far Traveler. Far Traveler, can you point out one of your elders to me?
That's a
Can
good
you see
question.
anyone?
I don't know.
You can't see any immediately. You could run around and find one maybe, but you don't know when or where they're going to be.
I should probably do that anyway. Why do you need one, Kylan?
I was going to have a bird drop the Grand Mage with the core instead
Not
of
right now,
carrying
you're
the Grand
not.
Mage back up with us.
How about I just take him and you guys go deal with Octavia?
You have a bird.
I'm not letting go of Andrus.
Okay, how about I kill him for you?
No, I don't want to kill him. I want to keep him alive. I want his information.
Right, but okay. He doesn't need to come back into the city with us. We don't know what kind of triggers or
That's fair enough.
countermeasures he has up there.
You remember
And-
how many mages tried to save him when we had one battle?
That's
and
true.
We kind of probably need you to talk Octavia down.
That's certainly gonna work, but I'll try. Just make sure that Avendrus doesn't die, because I want him alive so you can question him and imprison him and make his life a living hell. He is the one responsible for all this shit anyway.
Also, he did naughty things to your mother.
No, he was the one who upheld this entire mage oligarchy, or societal class system in the first place. He's the reason that the Templars revolted.
Also,
Right.
he did naughty things to your mother.
I mean, yes, I want my mother's soul back, but whatever. I want him to suffer.
All right. So then Far Traveler is taking Ophandris to the core, and the rest of us are going to find Octavia.
Okay.
All right. Plan.
I instruct one of the giant eagles to take basic commands from Far Traveler. Hand motions will work best for you.
Nods its head knowingly. Alright, majority of the group heads up towards Octavia. Let's go ahead and deal with the core first. Far Traveler, as you are open to do whatever you want, I guess. You have Ophandris, you have a giant eagle that will take your basic commands. What would you like to do?
Hoist him up on the eagle and then go find my people.
Okay, well, finding your people is not hard at all, as they're right there. Through some basic searching, most of what's going on right now is just relief effort, gathering people, putting out fires, stuff like that. You are able to find a few of the elders near the center of the camp trying to organize things.
And that's where I'll go.
Okay. Well, they will notice your approach, and they'll raise a hand up for you in greeting. Hello.
Hi.
Much has happened. I'm guessing you know at least some of it.
Yeah. I will explain what happened to the best of my ability.
Okay. And you have a general gist. The only thing they can add in is how much devastation happened, but you can kind of see that for yourself.
Hopefully it didn't take me that long. It was total devastation. I got out to old Hydra pretty quick. It was like within a minute, wasn't it?
The only devastation really was just supplies are damaged, and the Templar camp is definitely burnt to ash. in most parts. And a lot of the core are helping out over there at the moment. So, you bring the Grand Mage to us. What would you like us to do with him?
Well, for a long time I was under the impression he's a witch, but doesn't seem to be. What is he?
The close inspection, he seems to be a high elf of great age, powerful sorcerer, or wizard, not sorcerer, sorry. And he has his book. Nothing else unless you want to go through his book.
I don't know if that's the best decision. We'll have some of the smarter, wiser core make a decision on that.
Well, we're not much for this arcane magics, but we can at least take the book from him. Seems to be the source of his knowledge and power.
We can
And
consult the ancestors who might actually be specialized in it.
exactly. Anything else you'd like to do over there, Far Traveler?
Nothing I can think of right now. Sorry, I'm really not prepared for this exact situation.
No problem. If you have any thoughts about it later, we can always revisit. So, the rest of you. As you journey up and back into the city, is there anything you guys want to do to prepare or anything like that before you enter?
No, I'm good.
But guys, wasn't that like so cool when like I was like flames and a bird?
Tune out Kylin. That's what I do.
You're such a flamer.
Burning bird is a great flavor.
Kylan lets out a puff of smoke.
I said flamer.
Oh, flamer. I thought you said you are a good flavor. It's like,
No.
okay. Whatever you want to say, Thok. You guys head into the city. As you emerge into the city proper, from the little kind of hidden area that was where you entered, you see a lot of chaos. People running around in the streets. Half of them look like they're trying to get ready for battle because they just landed. Well, actually, a quarter. Another quarter looks like they're trying to find shelter. And a good half seem to be being kind of corralled by what you can surmise as the bishops is. You remember some of their faces. They seem to be going around trying to control as much of this chaos as possible. A lot of them don't seem to be doing super well. People are running around and they're trying to gather them. Some are doing a lot better. Some of them have magics that help them like actually block people from going too far so they can't go anywhere, and then they can talk to them. A mix of things going on. As this is going on around you, in the distance you see smoke rising from where you can surmise where you had entered this area from. Okay. Heading there?
Let's go.
Okay. As you head there, it becomes even more and more chaos as the people seem to have forgotten about or are just not using their stones that help them traverse this place. And there's a bunch of people running into each other and trying to get to where they're going, but they're too confused to really let their focus fade and so they can't use it properly, and they haven't known that in a long time. It's very easy to notice, and it seems they have relied on this technology and magic for far too long, as they almost don't seem to know how to walk around each other anymore. In this way, anyways. As you get closer to the smoke arising from the city, um, you begin to see flames as a good 100 meters of area is just destroyed, either by blast marks or um, even sometimes it looks like something large smacked into a building and just blew chunks everywhere. Um, Blood is splattered all over the place. There are a few mages running here and there, but they seem pretty sparse as these mages seem to be kind of the guard level or a little higher, even as they are adorned in nice garbs with the conjuration symbol on them as they run around, not conjuring or anything, but definitely every once in a while they'll cast like a cold spell or something at some fire, but they seem to have their focus in deeper into this area.
Are there any signs of Octavia or Eluna?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
Keep going.
Okay, as you approach farther in, all of a sudden you hit this smell of sulfur and iron and smoke, which is kind of weird for, buildings made of pure marble. And it just hits your face, and it's almost overwhelming, like going into Yellowstone for the first time, walking out the door and feeling that smell just hit you.
Does it smell like a pile of burning bodies?
No, actually, not so much.
Okay.
Can I roll a Arcana check on that to see what it is? Because I'm pretty sure I know what it is.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Sorry. This thing set up.
No problem. Well, I don't necessarily give you any extra information, but you can go ahead and make an educated guess.
Well, the city did fall on the Prince of the Plane of Fire. It could be his remains.
That's fair. That's being optimistic.
Remains is optimistic, yes.
I thought we landed on it.
We did.
I'm more concerned that it's something that Octavia has done.
I'm concerned about those devils. Sulfur. Devils. Hells. Ah!
Yeah, right.
Also makes sense.
Do these birds fly faster?
I suspect be flying them at their full capacity.
Yeah.
Well,
We got here pretty quickly.
Yeah, it won't take you guys long to get there. I'm kind of just putting it in stages as to what's...
Yeah.
Giving good descriptors.
Yeah.
mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I'm more asking in character.
Okay, let's keep going. Keep looking around.
I'm going to...
Can we figure out who's on what bird together while we're at this? Because we have 3 birds.
There's 6 of you, right? 5 of you.
5, yeah.
4 of us and Fox, yeah.
So Thok with his own bird leading the charge.
Okay.
And then who's on my bird?
Fox. You know Fox wants some of that Kylan ass.
So then we'd have Jekt and Lee on the other. Okay.
That works. I am going to form my sword into a dagger, and I'm going to coat it with a vial of wyvern venom.
Okay. You can do that. As you guys approach and prepare yourself for whatever is going on, You finally get to the center of whatever this seems to be, and when you get there, you see a what looks like a splash of ash and fire, as if the marble has been charcoaled by soot. Yeah, soot. Uh, this you can kind of recognize as where you guys first entered, and the buildings nearby, the fronts have been almost totally blown off. They're barely holding on to themselves, and the majority of them, save for one that still has this darkness inside of it, that is mostly intact as well. They are completely empty. You can look inside now, and it's just three walls now because the one has been destroyed, and the marble is charred black as well. However, it is not the magical darkness, and there are no devils inside. Both sides seem to be this way, and it seems, kind of just looking around, that a brief battle occurred between the two aligning or lined up factions. There were devils on one and demons on the other side, and they seem to have clashed. And in doing so, and especially on the material plane where there really isn't any rules except for kill the other people, they kind of have no regards into holding back and seem to have wiped each other out.
But there's no sign of like any live ones around.
Not that you can tell. There are a couple of conjurers, more than you'd seen coming in. A good 15 or so of them, actually. They seem to be resting, as if they had just done a lot of work and possibly either trying to control them, send them back to where they belong, or the variety of things, and they're just kind of panting, sitting in, not in this kind of explosion, but nearby.
Is there any sound or any sight of Octavia or any sound of battle nearby?
For the most part, it seems pretty quiet outside of the chaos. In this area, there's actually a lot less chaos because people have been avoiding it, and those who were here are probably gone. Uh, Dead. So, but other than that, there are no sounds of battle that you can tell, and no sign of Octavia or Luna.
Can I talk to one of the mages nearby?
You may.
Okay. Hello. Do
He
No, it's
prepares
okay.
fire in his hand.
I'm not gonna do anything. I don't mean violence.
Oh, sorry, I don't know why I went to fire. That doesn't make sense. We were just fighting demons and devils. Oh, my word, it's been a long day.
Yeah, same.
What's up?
So, do you know when all this mess started? There was a group of Templars attacking mages. Do you know where they are?
No, they disappeared
They did?
shortly after one of the buildings got destroyed in a blast. They were gone.
Do you think they died, or do you think they ran off?
Well, if they were smart, they ran off. If they were unlucky, they're dead.
Well, we're with security. We're trying to clean some shit up. Templar-wise.
Make a deception check.
Alright. Boop. Alright.
Well, they're not here, I'm sorry to say, sir.
Okay.
You could try. I don't know. The only thing I could say is circle around. They
Okay.
couldn't have gotten
I
far.
swear
mean,
and take off.
I follow.
but okay.
Mid sentence.
The guy was still saying things. You guys just leave. Just if you look back, you'll see him wave his hand like he doesn't care anymore, and he just goes sits down again with his companions, and they seem to be eating. But all right, where are you guys flying to?
The same square where all the commotion started and where Octavia made her stand, and trying to look for any like she carried an axe, right?
Yeah.
Try to look for any like scuffs in the ground or in the nearby buildings or something.
Okay, well, the place where you guys came in was where you landed to talk to those guys, so your epic exit might be a little short-sighted. However, if you still wish to do that, you might get some weird looks from them, but go ahead and someone make an investigation check.
Not me.
I'll have my homunculus help.
Investigating like the building itself, or
The ground or just nearby buildings for any scuff marks from axes.
Can I use my survival for tracking
Sure.
in an attempt to track?
can I do it? Can I do like perception from the air separately?
You may, try to look around.
Yeah.
Can I use my passive perception?
No. That's not what that's for.
I'm
As-
highly observant.
Yeah, you are. Usually. As Lee and Thok traverse the skies, you guys notice, both of you, that down below there is a spot that seems like a couple of heavy footprints in the soot heading away. That's really the best that you can go with at the moment.
Alright,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
fine.
whistle for Kylan and Jecht.
Can I land and inspect the footprints more closely, or
Yes.
follow the footprints as far as I can first, and then
Okay. So they don't track too far away from where the footprints were made. However, you get a few steps and then you can do an investigation check to find other signs.
Okay. Well, I'm good at investigation, so bangarang.
Alright. Looking around, you find a building that is covered in darkness. However, there seems to be a strong smell to it, a smell of sulfur. Now, if you recall, when you guys arrived, there was no actual like sulfury smell. So that is different.
So what do I see inside the darkness?
That's what you can see inside the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond the smell of sulfur, you look inside and you see Octavia, one Templar, and Luna sitting, trying to be conspicuous, I guess.
They're just sitting. Like, are they doing something? Or are they just sitting? Or
They're
Inside the building?
Yeah, they're inside the building, just sitting, kind of like not really looking anywhere because they can't see, and just kind of sitting there waiting for something.
I wave.
okay, you can't see them.
You wave into the
I
dark towards the darkness, and see nothing.
Guys, I found them. They're
Oh,
in this. They're behind the magic darkness.
is everyone here?
Sure, if we'll say the 6 of you are there. Or 5 of you.
Well,
sorry.
yeah, I would. Hey, I found them, and gather everybody, and then tell them.
Oh,
Do you have any charges left in your dispel amulets?
my amulet?
Yeah.
It's on Avengers right now.
As is mine.
You guys are no help. How deep into the darkness are they?
I'll aim out 10 or so feet.
Oh, 10 or so feet? Then I will target Aluna with an Eldritch Blast. And...
Aluna?
Yeah.
He's gonna pull her out.
I'm gonna
Oh,
yank
okay.
her out.
Well, make an attack roll at advantage.
Oh, good.
She can't
Okay.
see you.
Let's see. Eldritch Blast. There it is.
Dude.
So you hit.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Well, I hit, and I'm gonna pull her 10 feet. As long as we're at this.
So
You hit her a lot harder.
you hit her,
than
and
she-
you hear this, boom, and you see her just, her whole body lurches against the blast, and then it just sucks towards you. High or low?
No.
Low.
You killed her.
Oh no.
Okay. She comes out, eyes wide, into the light, blinks a bunch because she couldn't see for the longest time.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh,
Everything's good.
Oh.
We're good.
don't do that. Oof.
Are you okay?
It was better before. I'm fine. Yeah.
Is there anything in there waiting for us? Is this a trap, or why were you guys in the darkness?
We were hiding.
Oh, okay. So who else was in there?
Oh, Octavia and another Templar. The other
Okay,
one
I'm
died.
gonna shoot both of them and yank them out.
Go. Make your attack rolls.
I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop him.
Oh, okay.
I think if a Templar comes out in the open who is openly killing mages, that might not be good.
I mean, do you wanna... goodness, I can't invisible them.
Can I?
Do you have any spell slots left?
I can. I certainly can.
Alright.
I could polymorph them.
Doc.
Alright. I go in there.
And now you can't see.
Octavia.
You feel the cold press of metal against your arm. Who goes there?
I ready an Eldritch Blast if at
It's Doc. It's Doc.
You feel the cold steel pull away. Don't do that. Why couldn't you just have talked from outside?
Well, shut up.
What's going on? Where's Duncan?
I was relaxed, but I re-ready the Eldritch Blast at Doc.
There was a complication, and he was killed by Evandris.
Make a deception check.
Yeah.
Come on.
Can I assist?
You'd have to say something, but you may.
Can we hear it? What they're talking about?
It's muffled, but you can.
When I hear that, I'll just start crying out, "Curse you! Oh, he's gone! To assist Joe.
What was that? Alright.
And I will shroud a lie in truth and say that he pulled out a dagger and stabbed him while he wasn't looking.
I'll give you advantage for Jax.
Okay, sounds good. Alright.
There we go.
Let's see here. A dagger. Only a dagger.
It was an enchanted one, I'm not sure. I'm not really magically inclined.
I see. Well, this is a terrible loss to lose a friend like that. And his body?
Kind of dissolved. One of the effects of the
Melted.
enchanted dagger.
I see. There's a hesitation in her voice for just a moment. Well, what's next? How are we getting out of here?
Well, I'm thinking that I can make you and other person invisible. And we just fly out on our griffins.
You have griffins now.
Yeah.
Fly out. I thought we couldn't do that. I thought it was the whole point of doing the thing which we did. It was because we could not fly up here.
Well, we kind of made some allies with the mages who don't want to fight.
I see.
Some.
Well,
So we have a way of getting back down without getting the magic cancelled out of us.
fine.
Okay, are you ready?
Never for magic.
Well, too bad. I'm going to cast invisibility on her and the other Templar number 2.
Does that require sight?
I'm not casting level 2.
No,
Creature
just
you touch. Yeah, I'm casting at level 3, so I can cast it on 2 people.
So as you kind of fumble around a little bit, you find them, and you touch them, and you cast it on them. I don't feel any different. You sure this is working?
You don't look any different either.
Does
You
she
had
look
this,
any different?
You do not see her anymore.
You've had this on you before.
You're invisible. I can't see you guys anymore.
I know I have, but didn't feel anything then either, so I was just making sure.
Okay.
Well, if the
Let's-
voice outside says we're okay, I guess we should at least find out for ourselves.
Yeah.
You guys exit? I'm guessing?
Yep.
Okay, as the three of you exit, they are in fact invisible. Oh, good. Now, Griffin, which one am I on?
Let's go on mine.
Is the bird strong enough?
The bird has done 3 people before, but not more than that.
Well, Octavia can go on mine, and the other Templar can go on mine as well.
What?
Whatever.
No, they can. Also, you lie. These are not griffins.
I
Alright.
know. I can't tell a snake from a skunk.
He's dumb.
I know.
I'm dumb.
I taught him. I think. I don't think anything
Was that a
stuck.
self-burn?
No,
That
I'm
was a
saying
self-burn.
you were an impossible student. Now,
No, that was a self burn.
you see the feathers rustle along some of on some of the two eagles as the Templars get on. Let's get out of here. I don't want to be here any longer than necessary.
Okay.
Is it Luna in there, Lee?
No, I'm right here. You
I
pulled
pulled
me
her
out.
out
You
first.
pulled.
That's who I critted.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Hit me right in the back of the
Kylan,
head.
Kylan, did you get stoned or something?
Dude, I was like a bird, and I was on fire, man.
Is she alright? I don't think that
Sh-
happened.
He was blazing a minute.
Yeah, she was.
I think in the middle of a mission that's a little inappropriate.
Hey, it can, do things for you. I never tried it myself, but
I'm going to mount my bird and leave.
I'm going to mount the
It's
bird
jacked.
and leave as well.
And then we'll make sure she gets on a bird that is leaving.
Oh, hey, Luna. How are you doing?
I
You wanna
chose
get
the
on my
wrong bird. Lee, take me.
Yeah, Luna can come with Jack tonight.
Okay.
All right, honey boo boo, let's ride this shit into the sunset.
A fox is into it.
It's all a turtle hermit. Just, woo.
Take me to my church, please.
Let's head there.
Um,
Isn't that like where we came out of?
no,
think
we
we
walked
were
for
way
a couple
away.
hours.
No.
It was always
No,
a
I'm saying,
way.
is that where we came out of from the elevator?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Wait.
Okay, I gotcha.
It's close by, but it's not the exact location.
Gotcha.
Along the way there, I'm going to try talking to Octavia on the Griffin and saying, so I kind of suspected that before Duncan died, he wanted to do something.
Just gonna kiss her.
I think that most people have objectives to do before they die.
Well, sure, but he never actually told me what they were.
He was a secretive man. He only told one person his plans. And she died a while ago.
That's true. Okay. How well did you know him?
Well, before you were born, quite well. After you were born, we separated a little bit. Nothing harsh, just I wanted to take care of the school, and he wanted to take care of his family. And since the war hadn't started immediately, or restarted, he had some time to do that.
Did he tell you of his daughter?
I knew of her. Tragedy. Her death.
So you don't know about her.
Well, if you speak cryptically like that, I'm guessing I never will.
She's alive. She's a mage. And he imprisoned her for 14 years.
He always was a little strange.
Strange? Imprisoning your child is strange?
He had a strong belief that magic really did ruin this world. Killed his family. For you.
Yeah. Well, for all intents and purposes, after I turned 8, or after I went to camp, you were essentially my mother.
I am no mother.
I know you're not.
But then you had a bad upbringing.
Yeah, so
The privilege.
you might be able to understand the weird shit that I did.
Oh, I don't understand anything you've done.
Okay, well, so, I don't know, has his actions change the way you feel about my father?
Oh, I always knew that something like having a daughter with magic would break him. I didn't realize that he wouldn't say anything, but
Well,
it really hasn't
I'll have you
changed
know
much.
that she is a great person. And over the course of these past few months, I've learned that magic is not necessarily inherently evil. It is only evil if it is held by evil men.
You know, he grew up in a time where the only people who had magic were evil men.
Well, the evil man that you have to blame right now, I chopped his arms off, and he's tied up at the moment.
Just the hands. Just the hands, I think.
Count Dooku
Hands. I did. I can't do good. That's right. Sorry. Not his arms, his hands.
Well, I guess that makes it hard to use his little finger motions for magic.
Yeah. So, yeah. Well, he's taken care of, and we'll talk about what the future of the Templar is after this. Because if peace can be made, what do you think?
Templars are made because the mages rebelled. There are no rebelling mages. There are no need for Templars.
That's a good mindset to have.
Indeed.
So you're not-
However, that won't stop the need for management and control.
Yes, but there's a difference between management and abuse.
And who do you think should be in charge of the management?
That should be determined more by the people, and not those who had been abusing the power for the past 20 so years. 50 years, I guess.
If you're saying that we have used our right to protect ourselves, then
Say that to the people of Chrysos.
the firebrands
Can I hear this
were...
conversation?
No. The firebrands were on their own agenda.
That's bullshit.
I did not control them. Who do you think?
They were given direct orders to cull the city
From who?
from the executive council. You, Duncan, Xerxes. Xerxes was dead. Calmus was gone at the time. So it was either you or Duncan.
Well, Thok.
Duncan told me the same thing.
That he told them to call, or that he...
No, he didn't. He told me that it was tragic, and that it didn't need to be done. I guess he played around that point.
Yes. It was not me.
Insight
Okay.
check.
Go for it.
Doing it. Oh man, it's so bad. Didn't mean to be an advantage, but
I'll
16.
take the first number. Seems truthful.
Okay.
I do
So
believe
was
it was your
Duncan.
father. He had gone astray.
Well, shit. We'll talk about reform later, but I'm glad that you're okay with the idea of reform.
Peace is always optimal.
Thank you. I wish you taught me that during the academy. That would have been nice.
At the time, it was war was the means to peace, and there was no real need for that logic. That was for us. Soldier follows orders. Sure, you were sculpted into being a little bit more of a leader, but there was going to be a time for everything, and Not at the academy.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens after this. And I just continue flying to where we were going.
Okay. So they had a meaningful conversation. Anyone else want to talk about anything with anyone around them?
Fox. Oh wait, no.
He's not
Aluna's
on
with
you.
us. Yeah.
You
I have
can talk
Aluna.
bird to bird. You just have to be a lot louder than those two were being.
That's fine. No, I'm fine talking to Ella. Then never mind. I won't worry about it right this second.
If something troubles you, Lee, you can speak of it.
Who's that?
Hey, Luna.
I actually have something to speak with Jack about. If you wouldn't mind switching over to the other bird once we drop off Fox, that would be much appreciated.
I can do that.
All right. No disrespect, just
I understand.
sensitive matters.
I can't know all the secrets of the world, no matter how much I want to. I will choose my battles, and if he chooses to tell me after, that's fine. Or not at all.
Fox? That better not be a wand you're putting behind me.
Oh dear.
He's that old and he can get it up, and that's impressive.
It's
Ara!
been a long
What's going on?
He's
As-
dead.
He's asleep.
I'll drape his arms over my shoulders as we lay more flatly onto the bird, so he has a nice resting position.
He grabs you like a teddy bear and just old person. He's tired. The funny thing is, he's probably younger than you.
What race is he?
He is half elf. As you guys land at the cathedral, at the church, for the most part, the chaos in this area has been quelled, and there are quite a few people kind of just sitting around. They don't really have to be here, but at the same time, the rest of the city is kind of chaotic, so they're here because it's calmer, quieter, and for the most part, they're just sitting around quietly. Some of them have some food or something that they're passing around, so people are fed.
It's
Fox
time we
wakes
were
up.
gathered the bishop's Fox.
Oh, I think they're busy, but yes. One moment, and he does some hand waving. Sends out a message. Yeah, they're coming. Some of them a little slower than others. And after a little bit of time, the bishops do arrive. Some a little worn out, others younger and sprier and excited for the work.
Anybody in need of direct medical attention around?
Not too much. They actually seem to be taking care of their own pretty well. You can always wander around and do some medical.
At least while we're waiting, Kylan will start triage.
Okay.
Same. I'm gonna help her out. Using lay on hands.
Okay. They appreciate it. No one really cares who you are anymore. They just are glad for the help. So the bishops do arrive. What is it that you wish to speak with them of?
Where is the tiefling one? The one that Fox had originally pointed out around?
Yes.
I will come to him and say, well, the beasts below have been quelled, and Ophandris has been detained. It's time we speak to the people.
Well, speaking to the people, there are some here. However, most are running about, afraid in the chaos.
Quell the chaos. If you were to lead, this is your duty.
I guess so. Well, we have the spell for that, don't we? And he does perform a ritual. People of Mia Cassel, you are safe. I will give you a brief overview of what has been going on and allow you to be with your loved ones for now. However, there will come a time where we ask of you to come forth, as we wish for your input and for your safety and to make sure everyone is okay. The Grand Mage, Ophandris, has been apprehended as a treasonous being that does not follow the ways of the people anymore, and only of himself. A small band of adventurers was strong enough to hold back his power and his guard so that they may bring peace to us. We have landed on the ground to stop a chaos caused by him and the devil to unleash elemental princes upon the Templars and the Corps. This may have once been a great victory, however now it is a tragedy, as we have found that they also want peace, and that Ophandris was just pushing war to further his own agenda. With those beings quelled by the landing of Mikasel upon one, and the adventurers, the same ones, taking out the other, we believe that now is the best time to bring back the peace we once had many a year ago. The world is tough, but together, the three factions will be strong enough to persevere in this time. Now we ask that all of you who are able-bodied to help gather people, calm the people, and bring as many as we can here to the Church of the Cub, so that we may remember where our magic comes from and what it should be used for. With that, he turns back to the group and says, well, hopefully that works.
What is your name?
Yeah, truth.
It's just Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
Just Jeffrey.
Everyone
My name
always
is
thinks
Jeff.
I'm going to have some elaborate name. I had human parents, and they named me Jeffrey so I could be raised as a normal boy, but it's more questions than answers, I feel.
Well, Jeffrey, there is someone I would appreciate for you to meet. And I will make a line between myself, Jeffrey, and Octavia, and walk him forward to her. My head bowed. I'll come forward to her and say, Octavia, I would like you to meet Jeff. I believe the two of you will get along.
From the invisible...
Oh, she's invisible. Oh,
yeah.
shit.
I uninvisible her.
Okay.
Appears of.
I did not expect to be meeting with Jeffrey so soon. Commander Octavia, I've heard of your conquest. Well, the few and far between that they are.
Bird.
Because you're a teacher. I'm sorry. I am better with crowds of people, not one on one. I am Jeffrey, and he gives a slight bow. And Octavius just looks kind of taken aback for being revealed so soon. It's fine. Call me headmistress. I prefer it. Uh, yes, headmistress. Uh, this is no neutral ground for you, I know, but if you wish to join us in the church, we may sit down and discuss peace. Perhaps later. I need to get back to my people and give them a compelling speech as you did for yours.
Real quick, before we head out,
Yes,
Jeffrey,
Yes.
where is Avendrus' office?
He points over to a small island floating above Mixel. On it, a small mansion. And by small, I mean not a castle. A mansion sits upon it. In his mansion, I would assume.
Is it heavily guarded?
Only by his own protective magics. Only those he invites are allowed up there, so.
Regardless of whether or not he's conscious?
Many magics last beyond consciousness.
Shit. Because, yeah, I have something I need up there.
I'm sure many of us do now, but,
Well, we should probably head back to the Templars in the Corps and let them know what's going on.
yes. I need to stay here with the people, and as you can see, the Archbishop is exhausted, and we need to take care of him. I'm fine. I'm alive! Yes. Jeffrey turns to the bishops and says, perhaps we should go through the town. Hopefully now the chaos will be subdued a little bit. And, a little bit more. And, I will take care of the Archbishop.
Thanks, Jeffrey.
Yes. And he walks away and grabs a hold of Fox. I'm coming.
As Fox walks away from me, I smack him on the ass.
Oh! I'll see you later.
Yes, you will. And she turns away. Oh no.
Hey man, you started it. Anyways. Oh, where are you guys going? Octavia seems anxious to move along. I'm anxious
Elevator.
to move along. The elevator?
Yeah.
Taking the birds or no?
Yeah.
Do it.
Okay. So you guys...
On the way to the elevator, I'm gonna turn to Jacked. I have some news that I need to talk to you about that I didn't want to give before because I was worried it would distract you from the mission. But I know where your grandfather is.
You what?
I know where he is.
I heard you. I'm just having a hard time processing it. Where?
He's on the plane of shadow with Karsus.
How is that possible?
I have no clue, but this last time when we finished off the woods for Karsus to get him to leave me alone, he's like, yeah, okay, sure, whatever, you're free. By the way, I have Firebrand's grandpappy. And I was just like, what the fuck?
I am also like, what the fuck? Like, just obviously stunned. Have no idea what to think of. Let's go. I thank you.
So, I mean, I had already planned to go there soon. We should all go at this point then.
I agree. And if nobody else, I.
Good to know.
What was that?
Commentary that is not relevant to anything.
I disagree. That was extremely relevant.
100%
I
relevant.
couldn't even make it out.
All I heard was bitches.
Yeah, go ahead and go back and watch the vlog when it's done.
We'll do.
Yeah. We have a tag along if it involves bitches, but whatever.
Okay, anything else you guys want to talk about before you guys arrive?
How does Aluna look?
Well, she looks like she has a headache.
Did she look wounded?
A little.
Get shot.
She looks like she's been roughed up a bit. Nothing you haven't seen her take before. I don't know if you actually seen her take anything before. Nothing you don't think she couldn't handle, but she is a little low, or she is a little damaged, injured.
I cast Cure Wounds at a 3rd level. Wow, that's disappointing.
That was, yeah, that's about as disappointing as it gets.
I'll Nah, I'm not gonna lay on hands her.
Man, that doesn't even heal what Lee dealt to her.
You heal her off and she goes, "Oh, thank you. Even if it is such a lower powered spell, it's appreciated. I'm sure you're tapped out by now."
I'll bandage you up more back at camp.
Thank you. As you guys arrive, the Templars and the Corps seem to have finally gotten something under control. A lot of them have slowed down. The fires are all put out. Smoke rises gently from the smolders. Where are you guys headed?
Following Thok's lead.
I'm gonna drop off Octavia at the camp, the Templar camp, and then head to the core to meet with Far Traveler.
Okay. Octavia lands. Her Templar jumps down as well, and they start to gather the troops, as it were, to talk to them all. As you guys head off to the Corps seem to be fairly relaxed. They're very good at cleaning up, as that is what they do. They pick up and leave, and and they weren't on fire, most of them. So the Corps camps is a little less chaos to begin with, and as such they have done their cleanup pretty well and are back to preparing themselves for any coming battles and resting those who need the rest and such. As you travel, you do find Far Traveler with a few of the elders. They have all gathered at this point, and they seem to be discussing the book with the ancestors. Your friends have arrived.
For flavor's sake, we'll land, and that's about when the birds will dissipate.
Sounds good. As they
Well,
land, they
I'm glad
just
they
hike.
didn't. I'm glad they didn't do that while we were flying.
They last, what, an hour?
Yeah, no.
That's plenty of time.
Cool. All right. So let's meet up with Far Traveler. We're already here, aren't we?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, we have Evandris here. Do we want to question him on stuff?
Fandris is currently asleep. And by asleep, I mean unconscious.
Let's say that sounds a bit more peaceful than he actually is.
Yeah. All right. So, Far Traveler, are you in the know?
I'm gonna go
I'm
with
good.
no because I don't even know what you're asking me.
I'm gonna tell him everything that happened up there regarding like peace officially being declared between the Templars, mages, and the Corps.
All right, BRB, let me go back an
Unofficially,
hour and
yeah.
watch all that.
No, I'm not gonna recall it. So, yeah, and so far, once before a peace summon is made, I feel like I should probably try to get my mother's soul. And I'm told that Evandris himself said that it was in his office. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So his office is up on a mansion above the city, and it's guarded by his own wards. People can only go there if they say he can go there. And right now, yeah, it's kind of a pain. So I suggest we make a list of things we want to ask him. But maybe first off, let's wake him up and tell him to undo his wards.
Do you think he would just do that?
If he doesn't, then I will blind him.
Do you think he can still do that?
No hands.
That's true. I will ask him on how he does it. And if he doesn't give so goodly, then I will blind him or cut off his tongue. I don't care which.
It'll be hard to get more answers if you go straight for the tongue.
I will blind him then. I will cut out one of his eyes.
A man who now has not much to lose, and you still find something to take from him, Thoc. I commend you.
This man is responsible for 99% of the sufferings that we've gone through. He led, of course, the chain of events that made the Templars revolt against the mages. He created the class system. He didn't have to do it. He's a bad
Don't
man.
have to tell me twice. I just think you're a great leader, Thoc, and a great interrogator.
Thank you.
You could also let me ask him.
Sure. I'll let you do what you're good at.
Whoa, Lee. Like, Karsus gave you more powers, right, man? Could you, like, possess him like Karsus did to you, man?
What is going on with Kylan?
Kylan,
Nobody-
what kind of drugs did you find up in Mikoso?
Apparently, the blaze form has some interesting side effects.
Yeah. Alright, ready to wake him up?
Is your list all written already?
I mean, we can ask him more questions later.
I have to take a nap before I can ask anybody anything.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah, can we short rest?
Sure.
All right.
In the meantime, we are discussing if it would be wise to open this book or not.
What book?
Gavinton's probably spell book.
Oh.
We can ask him.
Pretty sure the plan was after the short rest, and I just said in the meantime, so that doesn't really work time-wise.
We can at least discuss what we think about it. Well, it's probably like, yeah, I'm like 80% sure it's booby trapped somehow. I wouldn't trust it.
Well, that's why it's not open yet.
Can I see it?
All right, infiltrate this book for us, and I will hand it off to her.
I would like to inspect the book and see if I can notice any obvious traps or. I check the book for traps.
Investigation.
Oops. Whatever. So 20.
The book has an arcane lock.
Okay, so it's locked. Does it seem like there's any sort of trigger or anything that I can see on the lock?
I need to double check what the spell arcane lock does.
Oh, it's arcane lock.
Boom.
This was harder to open.
Okay. I would like to pick the lock.
Okay. Jesus.
For like the second time this game, I use my thieves' tools.
You picked the lock. It's very
Okay.
difficult, but you're like, I think I got it.
Okay, so it is unlocked, guys. I don't see any traps on it, and hopefully that lock is the only countermeasure, but we could potentially open it.
How about we
give
do
me a
our
sec.
on it first?
I'm gonna do detect magic as well.
It's very magical.
It's very magical.
I mean, it's barely magical.
What kind of magic?
All kinds.
Okay.
Each page is imbued with its own magic.
How about
Okay.
we have Kylin see if she can find any traps?
Would I do anything other than an investigation for that?
No.
I'm not very good at this. Try.
You don't find any traps.
I will take hold of the book with my gauntlet, try and see if there's any power there I can absorb or at least get a taste for.
Make a charisma check.
Oops.
Oh, 20
Ooh.
is a good number. As you focus into the book, you feel it radiating with all of this knowledge. But beyond that, not much else.
Do I feel anything that may be dangerous if we were to open it? Like unleash something?
You do feel a strong sense of evocation magic. More so than like each individual page there might be evocation randomly, sporadically throughout. But one page near the top in particular is strong with it. Something that detect magic would not figure out on its own.
Okay. And I will warn the party of many pages of evocation magic, but one in particular towards the front of the book seems more powerful than normal.
Do you know? Perhaps it's some sort of trap spell. Do those exist? Would those be evocation if they did?
I believe
Perhaps.
so. Abjuration. Damn, I was wrong. Sorry.
Okay, if it's evocation, I was wondering if it was going to be like freaking meteor swarm or something when you opened it.
I vote at this point. We're like super sure there's some sort of magic shenanigans gonna happen. We should just see if we can get what's his face to disable it before we move any further. And if we don't, we can look at options for maybe just opening it or doing something.
When you say what's his face, do you mean Evandris or another mage?
Evandris.
Okay.
I don't think I want him ever having this book again.
Yeah, no, we don't give it back to him. Just see if he can disable it for us. Or tell us how to disable it.
Again, why would he do that?
Because I'm going to ask him nicely.
And also, I'm right here, and I can really hurt him.
Ooh, wait a second. You go in and threaten him first, and I'm gonna talk you down.
Okay, like a good
Good interrogator,
person,
bad interrogator.
bad. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I'm tempted to pick up Evandris right now, walk him out to the field, wake him up and say, open this book. You're this close to me. We're going to see what's going to happen.
Nah, this'll work. This'll work fine.
Find out real quick if it's an area of effect. If he goes, no.
Okay.
Alright, we ready to wake him up?
Yeah, let's take. Well, I mean, do we think it's safe to take the book in there with us, or I mean,
No.
Partra? Okay,
Nothing about this book is safe to do anything with.
that's fair. Okay, let's just go in there. Let's just go in there.
As soon as there's not immediate discussion during the short rest, Kylan will go tend to people. Specifically Luna first, and then go tend to others' wounds.
Okay. Have we completed our short rest? Like, well, I want to finish the short rest before I go in there.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Cool.
All right. I have spells.
Cool.
Who? Yeah, don't worry about it. All right, let's go.
Okay. Let's clear out an area and wake this fucker up. And Doc's gonna unstop her. Like, do I have a? Anyone have like a flask or a frickin' canteen?
We have a horn of endless water.
Okay. Yeah, let's use that.
Are we gonna waterboard him?
They're not gonna waterboard him. I'm just gonna fire hose him.
Oh, well, he doesn't. I don't know how much that'll do. You might just drown him. Can I do a medicine check to bring him to like 0 or 0 drop, or is it 1 to bring him to?
0's dropped, 1 is conscious.
1 is conscious. Okay, yeah. I'll just use lay on hands.
Lay on hands for 1. That works.
Yep.
Okay.
I will poke him on the forehead.
Oh.
I'm gonna just kind of sit in a chair or wherever and just kind of watch. And my intent is going to be like, as Thok is going through and doing whatever aggression, I'm going to try and cast Charm Person while he's distracted.
Okay.
So, not right this second, but this is, cast it, level 5, cool. but that'll be coming
Ooh.
up here in a second.
Okay.
Go ahead, Doc.
I
Let's
see I'm
skip-
not dead yet.
Let's
That's
skip
a
the
shame.
pleasantries. You lost.
Yes, I guess I did.
And if you recall correctly, about 2-3 months ago, I was in the same position you were in right now. I lost.
Oh, yes. I remember that.
So, you're going to answer our questions, and you're going to answer them truthfully. If you don't, this sword right here, I show him the sword, is going to cut out your eye. One at a time.
I see.
And this is a big ass sword.
Is that Calamance's old sword?
Yes, it's mine now.
Fitting, isn't it? Eye gouging from an eye gouging sword.
Yep. That's its name now. That doesn't matter. I have some questions. You're going to answer them.
Eye gouger is a weird name for a sword.
Well, it's what it does. So, do you want it to do so right now? I don't have problems with that, and I'm going to bring the sword right up to his eye.
Not yet. Let's get some questions first.
Bring it back and then put it next to me. First things first. You mentioned that my mother's soul was in your office, yes?
Yes.
Give us permission to go up to your mansion to get
Why
her
would I
soul.
do that?
Hmm?
Why would I do that?
Well, you're not exactly in a position to interrogate here. To frickin'
Negotiate?
yeah. Yeah.
But I am. Do I not have something you want?
My mother's soul.
Exactly. It's called negotiation because two parties want something.
What is it you want?
I want to die.
No.
Hold on. He brings up a reasonable argument. Let's hear him out on that.
That's my exact thought is, yeah, hold up. Maybe this can perhaps be arranged. Why is it you want to die?
I have lived too long.
And why should we help you with this? Are you not capable of just dying?
Have you ever killed yourself, child?
Thought about it.
It's not easy. No, I had a purpose. Drive kept me going. But it's over now.
All right. So if we allow you to die, you'll let us into your mansion. You'll cooperate with us.
I don't know, you took off my hands. That's kind of rude.
Well,
And
it's kind of helping us right now because you're not casting spells at us.
that's what these
Yeah.
things are for, I thought. So, this binding. I'm thinking more along the lines of I'm dying anyways.
Oh, we can help that.
And you want the soul, so you're going there anyways. Yes?
Yes.
Why can't you face my mansion and get it the heroic way? You're heroes, aren't you?
What do you mean, face your mansion?
That mansion is full of safeguards and traps, but also treasures.
How about you just turn off those wards? How about that?
Well, that would be a simple task indeed, yes, Thought. But you see, somebody cut off my hands.
I'm just gonna openly laugh at that. Okay. Just get someone else to do it for you.
That's not how it works. These are my wards, specially created by me, so they can only be disarmed by me.
Okay, then tell us what they are, where they are, and where they are in your mansion.
And you'll
Every
do
single
what?
one.
You'll do what for me?
I'm not even gonna leave. You talk. I'm not gonna negotiate with this fucker.
I'll stand up and walk over towards him. All right. Here's the deal. We need you to cooperate with us. Let us in to get Thok's mother. We need to investigate a couple different things about your holdings. We'd appreciate being let into your magic book out there. I've got it unlocked, but we can tell there's some nasty spells waiting for us if we open it up. If you can do all that for me, maybe we can work out a deal on not letting Thok play with you for too long.
And how long do you think that I would last?
Oh, I'm a healer.
You can heal my wounds, but eventually my constitution will break.
I'm going to punch him once in the face and then immediately cast Mind Spike on him.
Okay.
So, casting spell.
Well, he goes unconscious.
Heal him for one.
From the punch or from the spike?
Either one.
The spike. He only had one hit point.
From the punch. Punch brings him to 0.
Does he save his, or do I sense the?
Well, you can make it non-lethal punch.
Yeah, he's fine. Do I sense the connection that I know his location?
Yeah.
Okay.
Boop. Heal.
Wakes back up. Blood dripping down his nose now. I don't have many of that left in me. Waking up is not always going to happen.
Kylan will approach. And she'll start to form some divine magic into her hands, shifting from bear to lion to eagle. And say, well, I have ways to bring you back. This can last a long time.
All spells that revive do so on a willing creature.
Well, you see, there's some different theories about where you go when you die. Typically, people say that you go to another plane of existence to be with whatever deity you may or may not believe in. You see, this spell I've just cast on you lets me know where you are. No matter where you are, I will always find you. And if I do end up killing you and need to bring you back, I can go to wherever I need to drag you back. So we can continue this as long as we need to. Or we can leave you in peace. And at this point, I'm going to cast the Charm Person.
Well, I don't know if you read your spell correctly, but that's not how it reads, so that's a deception check.
Yes, that I was aware that was a deception check, but whatever. Do I get advantage for being scary, or?
No.
Okay. Oh shit. Wow. Do I? Does anybody have inspiration?
I haven't had inspiration for like 87 sessions.
Okay.
I know what spell you cast. It does not go across planes.
Was this before or at? Well, okay, no. The deception check would have been before the charm person, regardless. I'm still gonna cast the charm person. Just tell us what we want to know, and you can go quietly to your death.
Oh, he needs to roll for that.
Yeah. Woo! That does not succeed.
Alright, so he's charmed. Well, he's an elf, doesn't that give him advantage?
Oh, that is correct.
Mm-hmm. Come on, roll 20, you motherfucker.
Fuck.
He is not charmed.
What? The ancient and powerful wizard did not succumb to mindfuckery.
Impossible. Well, are we done here? You know what you want. Minus the wards. I'll tell you where the first one is. It's on the door. Don't die.
How about you tell us where all
Can
of
I
them
do
are?
an insight on that?
Yeah.
That sounds like a lie to me.
That sounds super honest to me.
I don't know. Maybe the first one's in the walkway or something. That fucker.
The first one is not on the door. You're right. So, are you going to leave me to die? Kill me? Torture
No.
me?
Plane of Shadows. How do you get there?
Ooh.
Well, you could use plane shift. You could build a planar portal. A dimensional door.
Do you have those?
I could.
What?
That's all. I could.
Oh. Well, do any of your mages? Or not any of the mages. They're not your mages anymore, are they?
I guess not.
Okay, cool. Man, I wish I could keep you alive.
I don't.
Well, I guess when you're here, what was your purpose? What were you trying to do?
Everything that I wanted came true.
Fucking tell me what you wanted.
This.
This chaos, this bullshit world that you've had too much of a hand in, pain and suffering. That's what you wanted.
No.
People at war.
No.
Well, that's what you've made.
I have made a world at peace.
Really?
Called it.
How?
Is this some Code Chaos shit?
Yeah.
I have to become the final so he can kill me.
I was the one. In the end, I was the enemy.
You wanted to be the enemy?
Never. But that is what I had seen.
Okay. Well, you're gonna have to be a little more specific because my entire life kind of sucked, and a lot of other lives sucked because of your decisions. The class system, the Templar uprising, that's all your fault.
Huh? None of it is my choosing. For one, the one who made that system was Deus, long ago. He was trying to protect his people, but he was arrogant. I was just seeking more knowledge. Eventually, I did see the future, and shortly after I did, everything fell. The future I saw was much worse than this one. But I also saw this one.
What was the other future you saw?
Endless war.
With the mages? And the Templars? If you didn't want a war, then why didn't you take your city and just go to some other part of the world?
But the war would not have been there. You see, you were surrounded by warmongers, and so was I. So I gave them someone to fight. They would have fought each other. But now they can't. One is dead. One too old. And the other alone.
I don't know what he's talking about.
He's lost a lot of blood. He's going a little senile.
Kylan drops to her knees and lets out a single tear and says, "Is this what my daughter foresaw?"
The other outcome is what she saw. The world destroyed once more by not beings of extra-dimensional power, but by ourselves.
My father was going to destroy the world, wasn't he?
Yes. That was a future that I was uncertain of. But the possibilities were worse. More bad than good. By a significant margin.
Are we out of danger yet?
Never. There will always be another threat. But for now, the living threat of ourselves is over.
A lot of people suffered for what you did.
A lot more would have suffered for what I did not.
Kylan mimics his words directly as he says them. almost prophetically, you could say.
Blah, 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 blah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
must
Okay,
have
good.
cut out. Sorry.
I did. Alright, well, to be honest, I think you believed in what you did, but a lot of people suffered because of you, and you're also a soul-keeping monster. And I kind of hate you.
All fair points. And I do apologize for keeping your mother, but
Why did you do that?
he gestures with his body, because he's still tied up, towards the core camp. How do you rally a people based on ancestry and spirit? You take one.
Used her as a tool?
Everybody is a tool of Hoc. You should know that by now.
Are we done
Oh,
with
snap! Box it.
Far Traveler, how are you feeling?
I wanted to kill him since the first time I met him.
That's
Um,
fair.
Then allow me, please.
No,
No, trust me.
I'm mad. Okay, fine, go for it.
Open my book.
I've got a better plan. So he's completely restrained, right?
He just said something, but he kind of talked over him.
He said, "Open my book."
Oh, okay.
He's completely restrained, right?
Yeah.
Oh, melee attacks are going to crit.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to
Summer Storm.
free action switch over to greatsword. Bonus action hex, and then run his face through. So
It's actually not a crit. Automatically.
That's
for
if he's
restrained.
paralyzed.
Not
He's
for
paralyzed.
restrained, yeah. I just double checked.
He's helpless, technically, isn't he?
Mm,
What?
Well,
I see.
there's some. It's not just. Let's see.
I
It
mean,
might
you
be
just want to
restrained, but I'm thinking-
like run his face through your sword, right?
Basically, I'm trying to kill him in one hit. Oh, by the way, the vial of wyvern
It
is still on my sword.
it does that. It does that anyway because he's not a player.
Oh,
The only way
Well-
to have that not happen is if you pull the punch where the DM says special circumstance.
Yeah.
well, he's gonna take 18, 49 points of damage.
Maybe.
That's only a
Okay, then.
dagger.
That wyvern venom has a saving throw
I
on it.
said, oh,
It
whoops, that wasn't supposed to be the dagger. That was supposed to
does he
be
make dex saves?
at the end. So 44 points of damage.
Fine. I heard the 44. It's just-
Ignore the
Sorry.
9 because that was supposed to be the hex damage.
Okay. So you run him through in the face.
And
Right.
then I'm going to Accursed Spectre. And soul.
Holy shit! Oh my god!
And his soul is going to go walk us through the mansion.
Yeah. You rock.
God damn.
Huh. How long
He
does
can't
it last?
speak
A day.
until I finish a long rest. He can't speak, but so he can't just tell us how to do it, unfortunately. But I can have him do it.
Okay. So, you have this specter appear in front of you in his image.
All right. So, Fandris.
I'm gonna run and then like try to pin him to the ground.
Ophandrus?
Yeah, like from Zoc's perspective, he just like rose from the grave as a ghost, and he's like, Jesus. I'm not gonna try to damage him, but
Well, you can't grab him, his, your hands go through it.
So, flavor for my specter has been like this twitching black shadow version with the really big creepy smile. Oh, it's pretty bad.
Why would a specter ever smile?
Oh, I don't want to know.
The specter points to the book.
Is it going to explode?
Shakes its head, no.
Is it going to harm whoever?
Can you repeat that?
Is it going to harm whoever opens it?
How can this thing communicate? Just...
Not verbally at all.
Interpretive dance.
It wiggles its hand back and forth.
Alright, then you open it.
It goes over to the book. Opens the book. And a bright light begins to shine as chains wrap around the specter and pull it in.
Oh, shit.
May I try an Arcana check to see what was that?
You may.
Did you guys just see?
I'm going to attempt to pull, sever the chains or see if there's anything I can do for it.
That's not.
Help from the homunculus.
Wow, everybody did real well. This spell is called Soul Cage. However, it is slightly modified.
yeah,
Okay.
very modified.
Far Traveler and Kylan, you're able to recognize this as Soul Cage, but the modification, you're not really in understanding of it. However, Deject, you are able to recognize the modification as a way of dragging a soul into an object as normal, though not necessarily a cage in this, like usual. It is usually a cage. However, this is meant to drag someone's soul into an object so that they can live on,
Oh
quote
snap!
unquote.
I will tell the party of the modification about this almost soul binding type magic to an item, so they can
So
continue living.
his soul is in that book.
Do I know, because I actually almost took this spell for from Karsus, but do I know anything more about how this spell works at all, or?
Typically the soul is kind of that person's, like, what's the word, like, puppet, or whatever. The soul is stuck in this cage, and they can query it, they can,
Okay, I know we can query it.
yeah. But with this modification, the caster and, well, the person, not the caster, sorry, the one affected by it is free from any bindings and time limits.
So it's just in the book.
Yeah.
Do we have a Tom
idea-
Riddle diary?
The idea is to, yeah, do that. It's a sentient item.
I'm going to kind of walk over towards the book cautiously.
It just sits there. It had closed itself.
Oh, it closed itself?
Mm-hmm.
Hand me one of those anti-magic amulets off of his corpse.
Bloop, here you go.
Alright, I'm gonna put it on and open the book carefully.
You open the book, and the first front page is completely blank. After a moment, however, some scrawling has come across it, and it says, "Hello, Lee."
Hello,
My name is
Fandris.
Harry Potter.
Oh no.
My name is Tom Riddle. No,
Hello, Fandris. Are you feeling more helpful now?
absolutely not. Replies the writing up on the book.
I'm gonna try and turn the page.
The page turns, and it's another blank page.
I'm gonna flip through the whole book.
Everything is blank.
That's pretty neat.
Do I sense his mind?
What are you using? Uh, let's check the wording on that spell exactly.
Yeah.
One
The
creature.
target's location.
When does the spell end?
It's permanent. I believe. Let me pull it up.
It says until the spell ends.
Concentration up to 1 hour.
Okay.
So-
Except for, yeah.
At the end of your charm person?
I believe that would have.
Okay.
Are you casting it again or no?
That's an interesting idea.
the whole time all this is going on, Kylan has remained staring blankly into the distance on her knees.
Yeah, right?
Full on existential crisis.
You okay?
The man who kept my daughter from her afterlife was right, and she just stares. How could just stares?
He was right about what?
All of it.
So, Ophandrus, are you able to leave that book?
No.
I hope you know I have ways of torturing you in there.
I have a book. Am I really here?
Your soul is.
A shadowy of a reflection of my soul is.
That's a
Ooh.
really good question. What's going to happen when I take a rest?
Either I will remain, or I will not.
No.
Oh no. Do you guys want to try drawing in the book here? What happened to all the spells in your book? Can you bring those back for us?
If I wanted to.
You should. Because you're such a generous person. You know, you did this all for the greater good. And that's all we're trying to do is make sure things get settled into a peaceful time now that everything's over.
You do realize I know you killed me, right?
Yes.
Here.
Is he still
okay.
under the effect of the frickin' accursed specter thing?
It seems to have been more or less taken away. He seems to have free will.
Okay.
He brings up the spell Mage Armor. See?
Thank you. That's very kind of you. All right, then. Would you like to be more helpful?
No.
If Thox Mothers was only a tool, perhaps you can return her now that she has lived out her usefulness.
I cast that spell. Did you save her body?
Did we? Asked Thoc.
She is buried at the place that was just south of the battle, south of that lake where I almost died.
I was able to put a contingency on the spell. That as long as the body remained, so would my spell.
Meaning that... are you saying this, Leah, as it happened?
Yeah, I'll read out loud.
Does that mean that if we release her soul, then it'll go back to her body?
No.
Okay.
If you were to destroy the body, effectively, cremation, acid pool, whatever you like, that will release her soul as well.
But there's no bringing her back necessarily.
If she wants to come back, there are ways of reviving without anything left. Though those
Fair.
are harder to come across.
pretty sure Kylan can do it.
That needs to be 10 days.
Oh, okay. All right. Then that's equally helpful. Again, thank you.
Though I am sad if you don't want to explore my mansion. I put up so many defenses. It'd be fun to see someone triumph, but perhaps not.
Why would we then, if there's no hope of releasing his mother pleasantly?
I mean, you could destroy the cage as well.
Can you speak to the soul once it's released?
No.
Can I speak to the soul ever?
If you have it in hand, in its
Okay.
cage.
Can you see? How would you observe us going through your mansion?
I can see through one of you.
Like, how?
Study me. Learn. Attune to me.
That sounds dangerous. That sounds extremely dangerous.
I'll be able to speak actual words into your mind rather than making you read it from the page every time.
Dad, you're not making this sound any less dangerous.
Wrong person to talk to about voices in the head.
Yeah, I'm a little paranoid about that.
Well, it doesn't have to be you. What about Jekt?
I don't want you in Jack's head.
What?
That doesn't seem fair.
There's lots of... You don't need him in there. Plus, you've already made some weird decisions with Dark Lords as well. You're just as questionable in that area as I am.
But it's all worked out, hasn't it?
It has, yeah. I'm not saying anything bad against you. I just, questionable decisions have been made.
I'll give you that one.
Give me a thought. I'm sure we'd bond quite well.
No.
Kylan waits for a moment, using her highly observant ears, for the right moment, just to whisper out, just loudly enough for the party to hear. Bring the book to me.
Ooh.
Ooh.
She gonna do it.
What say you? Give me to the elf.
Will she be able to use any of the knowledge that you give her?
Well, if she chooses to go down that path.
So, I hate to say it, but honestly, he would be the most help to Jacked. Their magics are similar enough.
Well, I've done sillier things. If this is a means to an end to get to the plane of shadows, I'll do it.
That's what we need. All right. Let's do it then.
I'll take the book.
Alright, and that is where we're going to end it for tonight. Woo! More plot trails to follow every time. Alright, guys, thank you so much for playing. And thank you all for watching, and as always, stay classy.
Bye.
Bye.